All right, let me get the live stream link. I have. Oh, let me. I need to replug and unplug my microphone in between streams and days. Whenever my computer goes into sleep mode, it like reconfigures something, and that screws up the stream. Yeah, this is replacing Mario Kart because I was not having fun with Mario Kart, and I realized, why did I do that if I'm not having fun? So we're doing Sonic instead because I know I can beat Sonic. I know I like Sonic, and I've beaten pretty much every classic Sonic game before. I've beaten 1, 2, 3, CD. I've beaten CD a bunch of times actually, and so I've beaten 2 a lot. Oh, Ginger Rotnik, Peric, Cock. Here we go. Sonic 1. Oh, this is Sonic 2. Whoops, I booted up the wrong thing. Content, downloads. I spelled Genesis wrong, but I don't care. Sonic 1. Tell me how audio is, because I don't know how that's going to be. Because there's a bug where I think my computer wants to use my controller microphone. So I'm not super familiar with Sonic 1, but I have beaten it a few times on the mobile port, and a couple times on the original version too. The biggest thing I've noticed with Sonic 1 is it really wants you to be like explorative and patient. On top of like the usual good stuff in Sonic, which is being fast and reactive and all that. I don't remember what else is. I didn't bounce there. I wonder if I can get. Oh, I didn't get 100. Whatever. It was not relevant to the subject matter. What's your thought on Sonic Adventure 2? I haven't played enough of it to really have my own real opinion of it. If I tried to give an opinion, I would just be like regurgitating what everyone's ever said about the game. I do like Sonic Adventure 1, though. I've been playing through the Sonic story of it. So I have 100... When I said I beat every Sonic game, I do mean I've more or less 100%ed each one of them. I've never beaten Sonic 3 on original hardware. Technically I've beaten none of them on true original hardware. I have used... Yeah, we're doing Sonic now. I didn't like where Mario Kart was going. I wasn't having fun with it, and I know I can beat Sonic. Is the main difference. I was originally going to do every Sonic game in this series, but I think I'll do that as a separate, like, additional series. Like, I'll do every 2D Sonic game. Every pure 2D Sonic game, I should say. That's kind of one of my criteria. Is... I'm going to try and 100% them too. But I'm not going to, like, save scum to get through it easier. You know? I goofed it. And I'm going to try and do it as the original versions are presented too. And I'm just going to try and blast through them, really. I'm not going to be like, ooh, I want to... I mean, Sonic CD I might 100%, because that was my Sonic game for ages. Sonic CD is such a weird game because it's so different from the others in so many weird ways that you don't even really think about. Oh yeah, I quit Mario Kart for now. Maybe I'll come back to it on a later day. Is Sonic 4 counted as 2D? Yeah, I think I will play it. It's not that long of a game, it's just not a good one. I'm trying to remember that. You know, the first special stage is so obvious and iconic. But I have trouble remembering every special stage other than the first one. Where's the... I think I'm going the wrong way. Nah, damn it. No, it is kind of a Sega does what Nintendo moment. For Sonic CD, I'll use the US version for the intro, the Sonic Boom. The OST is an S tier audio track. I don't know, audio track. S tier soundtrack. Now, for the fucking Zone 3s, it really does not matter what the hell you do. Why did I jump? Sometimes I reflexively jump because Sonic kind of trains you to do that, but it's really what they don't want you to do a lot of the time. They're not... Oh, there's not a spring there. That's how you do it. I was trying to remember how you get up there. Yeah, you use momentum off of that. Okay. God damn it. Are you fucking kidding me? That's dumb. That's the first... I actually played through Sonic 1 before I started this series, specifically because I was afraid I wouldn't do well in it. And I think my fears are somewhat justified, but so I was afraid I was misremembering if I hit how much trouble I had. Fuck, what? I didn't even hit the springs that time. That's extra insult. CD, I will try to 100% if I can. Okay. I'm just gonna have to go through the wall the next... I don't know why I was trying to... The spikes are the worst thing in the first Sonic game, because they are bugged. They're not meant to function the way they do. The boss is really easy in this, so... You hit him 3 times before he even does anything. But... And you can do him no-hit pretty easily, too, if you just get in the right rhythm with him, but I'm not. I just want to get through him. Sonic Rush will do. I've never played Sonic Rivals, though. But for now, we're focused on classic ones. Do you like Sonic Mania more than Sonic 3 Knuckles? I personally do, but I also do like Sonic 3 Knuckles a lot. So it's a... I'm doing way worse in this than I was in my off-stream playthrough of this. I didn't quite do it true no-hit run, but I did get through Marble Zone with no deaths. Or I got through up until the Marble Zone boss with no death, is what I should specify. Green Hill also no deaths. But we're not doing as well today, but also it was the spikes. I don't feel super bad about that, because the spikes in this game are dumb. They really fix spikes in the later entries, and they're still dumb there later. But the spike glitch is the kind of worst thing. But this one's weird. I think what's weird about the first Sonic is it's like a normal platformer with momentum physics, more than it's what we would call a Sonic game now. Come on. There is a revision of Sonic 1, but I guess I'm not playing on that version. I actually wanted to get the official revisions of each game for the ROM. There isn't anything on the wall there. What are these guys are called like buzzers, right? Buzz bombers. I don't remember what each badnik is called because they all have names, which has always been funny. And 8 short, but whatever. Sonic and FNAF crossover would be really funny, but it would just kind of be an army of metal Sonics. So to explain my history of Sonic CD, because that is the one I have the most interesting past with. So, for whatever reason, I don't remember if this was the Christian Whitehead port specifically, or if that came later, but they put Sonic CD on, like, everything for a while. I think it's because it was borderline a retool of Sonic 1, so they were able to, and Sonic 1 was able to run on pretty much anything, so I think they just sort of like, yeah, it's better Sonic 1, just put it on everything. I don't know why I was... like I said, I am loose, like, I'm going to try and 100% each game in the playthrough, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Because I know I can. I have done it before. It's not like a question of, like, skill. It's a question of, do I have enough skill to do it on original Genesis versions? Boop. This whole lava waiting thing, I think, is the worst part of this level, because it's not, like, nothing's happening here. You jump. That's the thing happening. I think there is a way to kind of speed past this, but it's not intuitive. You can tell what revision is by the clouds and the green hell. I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna have to collect every life I can get, because, you know, Sonic 1 is not easy. See, I think this is kind of the faster way to do it, as in it saves you a little bit of time to platform this way. I think I'll be able to get the 50 on this one. I don't know what special stage system is my favorite, because I know Sonic 2's actual, or I should say Sonic CD's special stages are my favorite. To play? Because Blue Sphere is just okay, roll Sonic. God damn it. Sonic CDs are my favorite special stages to play. Okay, I'm gonna have to... but I'm not a super big fan of the 50 ring system. I think the big ring system really nailed the concept. These fucking lava jumpies. I hate the lava pop-up concept of video games. I've never liked that system of, like, a trap. Stupid caterkillers. Isn't that what they're called? They're like caterkillers or whatever. That's their name, right? If not, that's a waste of an amazing name for a badnik. God damn it. Hallelujah. Okay. This is a reference to how lava sometimes isn't affected by gravity. Yeah. Udo in the entire Sonic cast or the entire FNAF cast plus Cassie and FNAF World? That's one of those how literally do you take certain things kind of systems. Like, do you take Funtime Foxy being able to summon stars as literally I can summon stars from the sky, or do you summon you Final Fantasy summon logic of that, or it's not literal? It's like a representation of the magic at play. And in reality, it's just shooting magic bolts that look like stars or whatever. Come on, give me the damn emerald. I would say the FNAF cast usually, or the Sonic cast usually wins any matchup. Actually, yeah, either way, Sonic kind of wins. Unless we treat jump scares super literally, in that it's a near guaranteed hit and it insta-locks whatever is hitting. It's Zone 3. Why the fuck do I care about coin rings? Zone 3, you can genuinely just kind of blast through of each game. Like, this is what the ring system was made for. It's... I guess the rule of thumb in Sonic 1 is wherever the hardest direction to go is the direction they want you to go. It's just cruel that way. Okay. And offload. Hold on. Hold on. Gets far enough off screen, it will deload. Secret will open up. That's how Sonic 1's design works. Yep. Why did I do that? There's no point in coins. Rings. Sorry, I was pausing to read chat, but I'm realizing there's not much being said in chat right now. That hasn't already been discussed already. Yeah, I heard of Plants vs. How do you not hear of Plants vs. Zombies? Plants vs. goddamn Zombies. That's fucking... I forgot how just goddamn evil Marble Zone is. Because this is what you have to fucking do here if you fuck it up. I was about to say, it's like... It's like the biggest tower defense game of all time. So in short answer, yes. I played a lot of it, of the original one, on my phone. Damn it. God damn it. And back to the beginning. Marble Zone. What's down here? Come on. I do think Sonic Mania kind of borrows a little bit from almost everything when it designs the level. Come on. I am probably going to game over more times than I thought I was. Because I'm talking and playing at the same time. And sometimes I forget how bullshit a specific section of the game can be. You know? Like, this part, I would argue, is just bad level design outright. Have you heard of Batman? I don't know, guys. I gotta stop referencing your obscure games and characters. Oh wait, there's a thing up there, isn't there? Yeah, and I don't... Are you fucking kidding me? Like, this game also has a lot of, like, why does that hurt me energy in it sometimes. Oh, I'm supposed to go left, that's right. You use that shortcut. It's weird how many rings they give you in this stage. I'd say I'm pretty good when it comes to the actual normal platforming parts of Sonic 1. What I'm not good at is like the bullshit platforming parts, where it's like, that's not a challenge that makes sense, you know? God damn it. Is Marble Boss's gimmick again? Oh yeah, he shoots fire in the thing. You have to jump over. I have to actually learn how to beat the boss. God damn it. Is there a ring nearby? I don't want to waste a life, but... God damn it! Okay, and this is another thing I'm not a big fan of Sonic 1. His jump from a standstill is a little wonky. It's technically the same in the others, but and oh yeah, restart. Yeah. Are there not continues in Sonic 1? Or do you have to earn your continues in Sonic 1? I don't remember. This is going to be the hardest part of Sonic 1. It is not actually really any one part of it. It's going to be doing it all on one set of lives. Now it's worth it to grab the 3 rings. Can't you get them in the special stage? Maybe. I don't know if you get extra lives or continues in the special stages. So here's my ranking of Sonic games on a more objective opinion versus a more subjective, and I'll explain my subjective difference. So Sonic 1, I think, is the weakest of the original classic Sonic games, obviously. It knows the least what Sonic is at this point in time. It's the first outing. It's much more of a weird momentum platformer than what will later become a much more fast-paced momentum platformer. This one is just a momentum platformer. There's no you go fast sometimes, but especially if you're really good at the game, but it's not really, I don't think it's earned the, like, oh, it's about going fast energy yet, you know? Okay, this time I wanna... Why? trying to like craft in my head how I get as many extra lives as I can, because it's going to really matter for this playthrough. But I will try to get extra rings when I can, because that's... God damn it! I hate... This is what I don't like about the giant ring at the end of the stage gimmick. I think the hidden rings are much better. Yeah, the concept of lives versus continues and all that doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, Sonic 1, I think, weakest original Sonic game. And I don't think most people argue against that. I mean, some people don't like Sonic CD because it's difficult and all that. And also, its level design is not intuitive. But it has a spin dash, even if it's a janky, weird spin dash. Whereas this game, I mean, it has a spin dash, technically, in the fact that you can roll, and it was called the spin dash. But, you know, it's not the spin dash as we recognize it nowadays. I'm in the damn lower path. Can I even get... I mean, obviously I can get 100 rings in the stage. That's just a mechanic in the game. But I'm trying to think, like, reasonably... God damn it. See what I'm talking about, where the goddamn pits... Like, this game does just have not good level design on several instances. There are just several sections where it's like, no, that's not a good decision to have made gameplay-wise. Because look at this shit. Okay, if I'm gonna be restarting this. Anyway, hold on. Let me just go... do something real quick. Let me go get the revision of Sonic 1. Because this is going to be this is more just fixing a bug. I don't really consider this cheating. Genesis... Let's see. Sonic version 1.0. Mega Collection. How do you get revision? There's Sonic discourse? I mean, yeah, there always is. There's discourse for everything, because we talk. That's how people communicate. I just realized I didn't download Sonic CD, so let me download that in the background. I straight up don't... Let me try. This is the only different version I can find. Because the file size is different between these two versions. So I'm assuming there is a difference between this and Arc. Uh, all right, let's try close content. Let's see what this other revision mega collection version. If not, we'll just run through this version because we're not wasting that much time. I'm already having to restart. Okay, well, let me. It does look a little different. Traveler's Tale Sonic games. I think they're cool. Like they're. Don't get me wrong. They're not like the definitive. That hit me. Don't get me wrong. They're not like the definitive version of any Sonic game. I think. Like there's 3D Blast is not the definitive Sonic experience, but it's a cool game. Like I was playing through it and I'm like properly because it's one of those games you kind of need to know what you're doing. It's a little hard to hop in if you don't know like the actual gameplay loop it wants you to go with. Can someone tell me if I'm playing the correct version of Sonic 1? I don't know if I am. Wow, you can go really far up here. Oh, that's cool. I forget you can go that far up. I think that's the end of the stage there, so let me run back, get myself an extra life if I can. I think I should be able to get 8 rings pretty reasonably on a lower path. Or not. Come on. Oh, there have to be 2 rings around here somewhere. I think this is the PAL version, because it's kind of chugging a bit. I'm not playing the GBA version. Yeah, that's good. I do have Origins. I wanted to play it on original hardware. It is kind of a C. I would say this game is like a C+ tier. If I were to get a list up. I actually do have to collect rings if I'm doing this on original Genesis, because that changes how many points you get. And that changes how many lives you get. There we go. God damn it. Whatever, I got an extra life, that's what matters. The good ending's cool, but extra lives are cooler. South Island. South Island. Oh, I do get continues from this. That's cool. So yeah, collect rings. Conclusion, collect rings. Can I say rings are such a weird goddamn collectible? I know that's like the most like, stupid 2000 gamer early YouTube kind of statement of like, isn't it weird that Sonic collects rings? Coins are like a real thing you can collect. That's like a currency. What are rings? But it's like, it is a weird fucking choice for a collectible. I'm trying to like formulate this in my head. Oh, I think that's how you're meant to do it. Okay. Damn it. Hold on. No, okay. Hold on. I can do it. I have an idea. Oh, not enough. Okay, maybe I'm wrong on that. I thought I had the vision. I didn't see in chat, but are we on the right version? I'm gonna ask that again, just in case no one answered. Yeah. I guess you can wear a lot of rings. I just say rings are weird because they're not like they're not a thing you collect, you know? Or they're not like an inherent currency. They're just kind of a shiny thing. Damn it. Okay, another continue, which is good. Oh, there is a goal zone there. God damn it. Okay, come on. Come on. There we go. Chinese coins, maybe, yeah? I guess I had to stand out. Maybe that's it. It also has a good 3D rotating effect. Yeah, okay. I guess, yeah. Well, we got another continue, which is good. We want just as many continues as possible. There we go. We're here. There we go. Spin-offs? I don't know. I'll figure that out. It depends on how long this all takes. You know, we're not through Sonic 1 yet, where it died. But we're also doing way better in Sonic 1 than I was doing. And also, I know about the annoying parts of Marble Zone that were really causing me to struggle. And I haven't tested this spike glitch yet. I just assume to jump over the caterpillars at this point if I can. Obviously, if I can't, it's a whole other story, but... I didn't... What's your favorite Sonic character? I'd say Metal. When Metal is well written, he is by far the coolest Sonic character, in my opinion. It's a similar case with Shadow, where Shadow is a character who fluctuates from being like really goddamn cool to being really goddamn dumb. Metal, when he's really allowed to be like this kind of interesting, quiet mirror of Sonic, where it's clear like some of Sonic personality is still there, but it's being restrained and focused by Eggman's perspective. And when that sort of the sort of freedom Sonic strives for is being contrasted with Eggman's self-centered worldview, it's a really cool combo and like concept of a character. The only problem is they just don't let him be cool that often. In my experience, at least. Are you fucking kidding me? One short. One goddamn ring short. That's what I don't like about the 50 ring system. I think the secret ring system is the best because it rewards a keen eye and exploration with a fun minigame that helps you progress with Supersonic. It's just like the perfect goddamn combo. Whereas, and I like rings having value, but I think the bonus minigames do that better than the special stages do. Just run through that lava, little bird. Yeah, I was playing Mario Kart as the original, like, every entry series thing. God damn it. It's all worth it for Starlight Zone. Just bring me to Starlight Zone. Okay. What I don't like about the Caterkillars is, yeah, I get the premise of them is they're the roll into enemy, but their hitbox is not generous because it's so designed around being rolled into. I don't like that. I do think Sonic 1 and 2 are good video games, but Sonic 2 is much better than Sonic 1. And then 3 is also a drastic improvement. And CD is an improvement, but it's not as huge as 2's improvement is. It's kind of a... Sonic CD is kind of the better version of Lost Levels, I would argue. Where Lost Levels is like just not terrible, but it's just a brutal, unfun video game. That is sort of that's not really a technical upgrade, it's more just a new level pack with some minor gameplay tweaks. CD is similar, where it's basically Sonic 1 with new levels. in many regards, and arguably harder levels. But there's a few gameplay tweaks that I think are better, and I think the harder levels are more fun in CD because they're so wacky and nonsensical rather than like Lost Levels, Mario Lost Level, Japanese Mario 2 is like an unfair kind of like harder improvement. Whereas CD is just stupid. Like, it's just silly. And I prefer silly a little bit, I think. And it's also a lot more ambitious than Lost Levels is, I'd argue. Like, Lost Levels doesn't really, other than making your life hell, Sonic CD is the direct sequel to Sonic 1, weirdly enough. Because it was designed, Sonic CD and Sonic 2 were being made at the same time, was the problem development-wise. So I think Sonic CD was created by the art director of Sonic 1, while Sonic 2 was made by more of the original design staff. God damn it! Are you serious? Yeah, Lost Levels was released though in Japan. It wasn't released in the US because when they brought it over to the US, I don't remember his name, but there's a good game historian documentary on the history of Lost Levels in Sonic 2 or in Mario 2. But the sake of argument, like they just had like a guy over in Nintendo America who they would have play a lot of the new Japanese games, and he was playing Mario 2, and he was like, this fucking is evil, like this is just so cruel and like unfair. The exact like wording the Game Historian quoted to him was like, how could like Mr. Miyamoto create something so unfair and mean-spirited? It was like something like that. So Nintendo Japan and Nintendo America realized like, this guy's been pretty much always right about like what games have been popular in the US and what were fun and what we should focus on like promoting and all that. And if he's like this upset with the sequel to Mario, our best-selling game, then we're doing something wrong with this version of Mario. So they just didn't release it, and then they found, you know, Doki Doki Panic, different game in many regards, you know. Oh, that's right. God damn it, I bamboozled. I forgot you have to go left there. It's not an intuitive shortcut. So they just reskinned Doki Doki Panic, a game they couldn't really release in the US anyway because it was a tie-in to a Japanese like film festival or something like that. Or a Japanese festival. I don't know if it was specifically a film festival, but point is, its context didn't make sense in the US anyway. So they were like, yeah, it's made by the people who made Mario. It plays a lot like Mario with a few differences. And that you jump on things' heads, but the difference is you throw them in Doki Doki Panic rather than stomp them. God damn it. So I'm talking about where Mario's like, or not Mario, Sonic's standing jump is funky in this game with how they design the levels. And this is why I hate the goddamn lava bubbles. This boss isn't that hard. It's one of those you just need to be patient bosses. Damn it. Punished myself. I didn't think he would drop it if I beat him. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, they did more than reskin, technically. They also improved some things. They improved some textures, improved some gameplay balancing. Because, you know, they just had time to work on the game a little bit more. I think they also made it a little easier in the US version than the Japanese release was, because it wasn't super easy. Now we're starting to enter the era of Sonic 2 or Sonic 1 where I'm, or not era, the stages of Sonic 1 where I'm not as familiar. You know, everyone knows a lot about goddamn Green Hill. Because it's the first goddamn level. But Spring Yard is, you know, it's just straight up not an intuitive stage. I'd argue. Look at that early Genesis spike ball. There's just something weirdly, like, unfinished looking about it compared to the rest of the stage. I don't want to hit that spring. I don't trust anything that moves you too fast in Sonic 1. I also have been taught by Sonic 1 CD to just randomly run into walls. For some reason. That all? Was that just a bunch of rings? I cannot tell in this game, because the rings are so important to this one's gameplay loop. To make your life not hell. That it's really hard to tell. And also, like, this is, once again, it's kind of one of those, what is the gameplay here in this section? This one I get. Like, that's an interesting little puzzle using your momentum and all that. God damn it. This is what... Spring Yard Zone is just the prototype wacky workbench in some regards, I swear. In that it exists to make your life hell. I like the music here though. If you've ever listened to, so for my work I drive a lot, right? I guess I'll just say I'm a driver to keep it ambiguous. Yeah, the rollers always reminded me of Metal Sonic. I always thought that was interesting, like little kind of comparison, because whenever I see, you know, Spring Yard Zone is one of the levels they show off in the demo of this game, if you just let the demo screen go running, and it always cuts off right before the rollers appear. Sonic, you can do it. Another example of, like, really early Genesis graphics. Come on. already throwing these goddamn platform thingies. They love these in Sonic CD. And also the Sonic 2 also does a fair amount of these. God damn it. But CD in particular loves these goddamn weird platform staircase thingies. Where am I even going with this? Is there like a thing on that upper left path that I missed? I don't know. I'm in the upper path itself, which is praise be enough. Oh, this is one of those you kind of find something that reminds you a lot of later Sonic games. Just randomly in Sonic 1. Like a version of something that they polish later. This is very... I want to get those rings, but also I want to finish this goddamn level. I was trying to... Even ducking doesn't work in this goddamn game. God damn it. And the fact that you can't hit them while they're fucking rolling and they can appear out of nowhere at Mach 12. You guys are no Metal Sonic. I'll never be Metal Sonic. Have we played the Game Gear games? I don't know. Oh, you quit OG Mario Kart. Yeah, I was like, this can't be fun to watch. I mean, it's going to be fun to watch me rage, but that's going to get old after a while, you know? They love giving you like a shield right away versus rings. Like, I've noticed every... Come on, they're gonna... expect you to off-screen platform that. Okay. Almost. Hold on. There we go. Does this do anything? Oh, it's just the item. Okay. Oh, whatever. It's like Sonic 1, how it seems like they expected you to platform was to find the secret. Like, this is more about speedrunning in the modern sense rather than speedrunning in this game where you go fast. It's like speedrunning where, like, finding an item that allows you to go through something quickly. Oh my fucking god. This was a cool little, like, ring thing for a moment. Someone an answer or something. Okay. Okay. I do. Fuck it, I don't need it. the fucking 40 frames of invincibility were not worth. And it's an Act 3, so what the fuck do I care about rings? Oh my fucking god. And it didn't even give me the goddamn ring. Yeah, it is a destroyed city. I didn't really think about that. And it's just ring... I hate how many things are just rings in this game. Once again, rings are important in this one, but it's like that's all they could think to hide. They couldn't think to hide like an extra... I mean, they do hide extra lives. Ugh, damn it. What's even the point of the invincibility here, other than that one spike ball section? It's not like it gives you enough invulnerability to matter. Are you kidding? Hit detection's also really messing with me. I am shocked that counted as a hit. Okay, well, this is a cool... See, this is like a cool item combo that like allows me to burst this stage faster. It's like a thing. Come on. Come on! Okay. It's all just a fucking waiting game until Sonic 2 and CD. Even CD's kind of bullshit, but I'm used to its bullshit a bit more. Like I said, I think this is just a case of like this is not a well-designed zone. Not quite as bad as Labyrinth Zone. Labyrinth Zone's where it's gonna get really dumb. Right? I had to finish that text. I think what's annoying is Sonic feels like he has a really big hurt box in this game. And it feels like he has a very small attack box. And oh yeah, it's this one. See what I'm talking about where it's like it's kind of control. It's not really coping, it's just like fucking... At least they were merciful enough to have that in the game. This is the third goddamn zone, by the way. Now I have to do it no hit. Which isn't even super, super hard. It's the fact that it's such a fuck you, like, instant screw over. Better Sonic or Mario? I like Sonic more when, you know, Sonic is good. But Mario is more consistently good, is how I'd phrase it. Like, a really good Sonic, Sonic Mania, basically, and Sonic 3 and all that. That's really good. But this shit, you know, where you're trying to use your momentum to do a thing, just... Okay, so there's rings down there, but I don't care. It's a boss stage. And that's the annoying thing about the big ring system. Or the 50 ring end stage system. Specifically is... It's not a good... At least in my opinion, it's not a good incentive. Am I even meant to... No, that's not enough. How am I meant to get up there? Can I make it up there with this momentum? Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna bother about that too long. I guess if I play well enough in the stage, I can get an extra life. I say I'm immediately sacrificing my shield because I'm being impatient and dumb. No, I don't... Okay, let me clarify. I don't like the 50 ring system as much in the way that it makes certain stages pointless for collecting rings. If every stage has a 50 ring thing, that's fine. And that's what I think Sonic 2 kind of perfected was... when it does 50 rings, oh my fucking god, and I've wasted my special. These stupid slowdown gimmicks. Let's see, can I... Is there even enough time in the stage left? A bumper, right? Oh, come on. There has to be one more ring for the stage. No? I don't care about the invulnerability. Why do they give you invulnerability here? I'm not thinking about that. And it's a weird... thing to give you. has to be one more ring. A ring box. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I'll have to remember to go get that before. Okay. Why is it out of sync? That's so... How... Okay. Stupid. Pillars. Boss time. Okay. I have a shield, and I don't have a shield. Oh, those don't hurt you? I hate the fact that there's an instant death mechanic in the boss fight. Just like, yeah, completely robbed me of my skill mechanic in this game. Grab rings. Go grab the extra fucking life. Clearly, I'm going to need that extra life. I think they knew. That's my only explanation, is that they knew. Because why would they give you a shield and an extra life box within the same starting barrier, you know? It's the fact that you can't either go forward or back. You're just locked in. Back to get the item box. There's no point in getting that invulnerability. It's a useless item. Because there's nothing to avoid. The most annoying thing, I think those spinny platforms and also the lava sections of Marble Zone are really annoying because they're not super... I think Sonic's at its best when you are allowed to speedrun it, you know? It doesn't necessarily need to be all fast, cutscene, speed zone. It just needs to be like, I want to feel like I'm playing a game, you know? So, a good balance, I think, is pretty obviously key. Okay. Just get to the side of the screen. There we go, we're done with the goddamn scrapyard. The bosses, I don't like most of the bosses. I don't think Sonic should have that many instant death pitfalls in it. Because it's not a game that's really conducive... Fuck off. It's not a gameplay loop that's really conducive to that loop and process. I like how I switched the spike system. Only to promptly... He controls even worse underwater than the later games. I think that's another, like, factor of Labyrinth Zone's infamy, is not only is it not a fun zone to begin with, oh, this is the fixed version. Cool. Like, he controls so goddamn slow. And I don't even mean that, like I already said, like I don't think Sonic has to be fast 100% of the time to be a decent Sonic game. But, like, I am struggling to move. How do I get there without hitting the goddamn spikes? Like, there's nothing... Okay, you have to fall on that last thing. And the stupid rising platforms. Give me the goddamn bubble. God, and then the entire game chugs, and I get no rings. No, it's okay. So part of what makes Wacky Workbench and Sonic CD such a hateable zone, right? Is that it launches you upwards at a cajillion miles per hour, right? And so you have no clue what's above you, and it's so sudden and punishing, and disorienting. This has that problem, where it launches you upwards at a cajillion miles per hour. But unlike CD, where that's like done in a normal level, this is done in a water level, which is worse. With worse music. I mean, Wacky Workbench's fucking music isn't astonishing either. I mean, it's still good. It's Sonic music, and even this music isn't terrible. I wouldn't mind a game that sounded entirely like this, I guess. Invincibility would have worked for the boss? Not really. It would have worn out by the time it would have become useful in the boss. God, is there like a secret thing here? Wow, I jumped in time. Which is usually where they hide a lot of the secrets in those segments of like the water levels. Okay, go. Well, you can get out of Labyrinth Zone. It's one of those staples I wouldn't have mind them not revisiting. Is the whole bubble gimmick and the Sonic can't swim gimmick. Like, I think a water stage is special enough as is, with the gimmick being that he can't swim, therefore, you know, he's really slow in the water. Like, I'd argue that's a gimmick enough. It changes your physics, therefore. See, this is one of those, I'm really glad they gave me invincibility. I think that completely changes how you approach this section. Damn it. I'd already committed to it by the time the invincibility wore off. Are you kidding me? Like, it's one of those I can't even win when I fucking win. I tried my best to not hit that. You... Gah! No, when I say... I'm saying the not swimming part is fine. The whole hold your breath underwater gimmick I don't like. Or at least I think it could have been done in a less annoying way. I articulated it wrong because I said can't swim, but... Why is he higher now than he was last time? I'm not even going to try and get 50 rings here. This is cruel. If I die here, I'm kind of hungry and I want to go get food, so I think I'll end day 1. So I can beat Sonic 1. I know decently. Like, I know I can beat it. I have beaten it. Are you fucking kidding me? Like I said, it really feels like you can't even win if you win. Duck! I'm fucking holding down. Right there. There's water. Right there. Shut up. I think there's a secret on that wall, but it's a spike if I fuck it up, so. Yeah, I know I was trying to be at a standstill, but I can't because fucking momentum. How the game works. Oh my goddamn mercy. It's Starlight Zone. Oh, talking about another trope I'm not super fond of. Whole fucking looping fall section trope. Because the jump feels fucking wrong. Why do I jump? Okay, hold on. I know it looks like I'm just running into things, but it's because by the time I realize what I've done, the water slows me down so much I can't correct for it. So I'll just have to watch in slow motion as I get fucked over because I didn't already press the correct button in time. It's not even the button in time. There's nothing I can do. If you're mid-air in fucking water sections, mid-water, I guess, mid-jump, you're committed to it. You have to do it. You can't cancel out of a fucking any maneuver in the water sections. You can kind of pull back a little bit to lessen how far he goes, but not much. Damn it. I was really worried it was going to hurt me before the invincibility kicked in. What the fuck? It down. Okay, so you don't get air while you're invincible in this game. Huh. Normally there's like a forced movement section there. Very generous with their invulnerability though. I think it's because they know it's slow and stupid. Okay. I miss Tidal Tempest. I haven't played it yet in this playthrough, but I like Tidal Tempest compared to Labyrinth Zone. It's still like an annoying water zone, I guess. Do I just die here? What do I do? Okay. I 100% believe the game was just going to kill me there. Just get me out. Just get me out. Shield. Let me fight the fucking boss. Let me get out of here. I don't even remember what the boss is. Oh, this is fucking shit. And they force you to be patient with this shit too. But then they give you a boss that does not allow you to be patient. It's the worst of both worlds. Like, you have, like, how are you not just ring scum this fucking fight? Whatever. Yeah, Tidal Tempest is pretty good. I think the premise of this boss, where it's like a running boss that you have to chase down, isn't that bad. It's the fact that it's vertical in water. Goddamn, Starlight Zone. Yes. Mercy. It's a Sonic level designed to not just fuck with you. Come on, game. Jump! I'm pressing jump there. Okay, fuck me, I guess. Whatever, loop the loops. Instant death pits. Or thing. Yep. It's one of those I would like this zone a smidge more if it wasn't after Labyrinth Zone. But at the same time, it's kind of the mercy from Labyrinth Zone, and it gives you a life because it knows it's a little difficult. So I'm just going to get the full running start now. Can you not jump on vertical? Go. See what I'm talking about, where it's like sometimes you're force committed to a jump because of how they calculate momentum in this game? I think you get a little bit more wiggle room in 2 and 3. Anything down here? Oh, it just feels like a perfect place to like hide something down there. Where am I? Feels like I should be able to get up there, but I don't see any way to get up there. Where am I supposed to go? Oh. Oh, this is just a fucking secret. Sometimes it's another quirk of this game. It's a little hard to tell when you're in a secret area or an alternate path. Because this game has a lot of both. It has a lot of like random little bonus areas. But it also has like alternate pathways you can run down. I don't really like that path. I actually think I'm going to go with the lower one this time. Okay. That's a very NES background. I know we're on the Genesis, but... I think that's what's also kind of interesting about Sonic 1 compared to even CD. CD feels like a Genesis game through and through. Oh, fuck. Gotta get every ring. I want the bonus stage and I want to continue. Once again, extra lives, cool. I want to collect the rings here. But I still want to actually go through. Oh, I think there's like an intended forced slowdown there. That's interesting. This part of Starlight's a little... It could be a little faster. But, you know, the music's really chill in the zone. Expect me to go up there? What does it expect me to do? Okay. So I'm like, that looks like a one-way pit. This looks a little bit more Genesis-y, this background. Like the upper half. There's also another cool thing. It's like the scaling of the background helps you know which path you're on, or which part of the background, skybox background you have. Again, where do I go? Oh, okay. I'll give you that one game. Hey. Yeah, I was going the wrong way, I realized, but... Hey, we're done. I think Sonic 1, weirdly enough, is a good mobile game. It's like the perfect, like, bite-sized, stupid platformer, you know? You're like, oh, god damn it. Like, it's a good time waster game. Give me lives. That's part of this. This is not just about getting the Chaos Emerald. It's getting as many continues as I can. Kind of weird they didn't bring back the special stages, like Sonic Adventure and stuff, in hindsight. I kind of get it plot-wise. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense in Adventure's case for there to be special stages. Just let it fall. Scrap Brain Zone. Yeah, Scrap Brain's not easy. And Final Zone's not easy either. And glad I continue, got an extra life. Now... See, when Starlight Zone... Did I just run under you? I do. Okay. Doesn't look like they really fixed... Yeah, you have to hold right there, otherwise it kills your momentum. Alright, now I just need to not be hit. Which... Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, I can actually second chance that here. That's cool. That's weirdly forgiving for this game. I don't mind this gimmick also, because it's like very momentum heavy. So it feels at home in this game, because this game is all about using Sonic's momentum and physics. Going the right way. That's it? That's all Starlight Zone Act 2 is? Wow. Okay. Well, once again, gotta farm lives, rings. Am I back to Special Stage 1? Because there's only 6 special stages in this one. Am I already up to... No, I think this is 6. I know it loops if you fucked up one of them. Which way do I want to go? Not that one. Okay, another continue. It's kind of cruel that they force you to farm for continues, which a lot of games at this point gave you. What I love about the special stages is, like, even in this era of games, there's something weird and mystical feeling about them. Like, they nailed, and this is something I love about Sonic that's not really a thing in Mario in my experiences, or at least doesn't hit the same as, you know, Sonic's weirdness really plays into it. It makes the world feel big and mystical, and like there's really questions around every corner to wonder about. So halfway through the Emeralds, but most of the way through the game. And another continue. So, I think we'll finish Sonic 1 today. This is one of the few times I don't mind having 3 acts. Remember, what is Starlight's boss gimmick? Oh, it's the one where you fucking toss stuff at him. That's right. Like, they really want you to know that mechanic when you go in. You still... Not sure I like that, the fact that they can hit you before they even explode. They're just walking balls of doom. Thanks, Starlight Zone. Do I have to, like, hit the bottom? Yeah, okay. Extra ring. Not that it matters. I don't know why I like care about rings. This one's fun. It's like, once again, it's like in the spirit of the game, which is cool. And I like that you can use either as a projectile against him. And it's like a nice environment for rings and all that. It was like... Oh. It's my goof. But whatever. It all equalizes out. And, did Scrap Rain after this? This game isn't that long. And I've got 3 lives, I got 2 continues. Yeah, Scrap Rain. And then I also don't hate Scrap Brain that much. It's a bullshit stage, don't get me wrong. Like, this. Fuck me. But it's got a cool vibe to it, you know, and it's like, once you're in this, you can just jump over the fucking pits at its core. And also, like, I like Metallic Madness. And the stage is a lot like Metallic Madness. No, do it. Shield. Do it. Before time runs out. This is a lot less forgiving than Sonic CD's version of these stupid fucking platforms. Just go. Oh, that was a bit of a time waste. Oh, wait, yeah, it crushes you. Scrap Brain Zone, Eggman's Home. That's kind of the implication, yeah. It's like so the flavor of Sonic 1, right? The kind of, like, narrative of Sonic 1 is that you're starting from Sonic's home where he notices something's up, and the further you go, the more, I guess for lack of a better term, like, colonized it is. Like, the more he's taken over of each zone. So it's like Starlight Zone's fairly mechanical. Like, I mean, Scrap Brain Zone's, like, completely taken over by Eggman. If not where his, like, conquest, and it's, like, where his conquest started. What's hard about these is you have to account for your jump arc in a really unintuitive way. I got the timing more or less down on it. Oh, it's the fucking Mega Man disappeary platforms. It. They love these platforms in Sonic CD as well. Like, there's a lot of just straight up something because I beat CD way before I ever beat Sonic 1. So I learned a lot of this stuff kind of out of order. Might actually be able to get out 50 rings because it's a lot. What's weird about Scrap Brain that makes it kind of not that hard to get 50 rings on is it's so instant death driven. I fucking love the music in the stage too. I mean, it's Sonic music, you know, it's always good. Exception of Sonic Eraser, which didn't even come out, so who knows if that even counts. Okay, hold on. There we go. What do you guys do? Oh, bombs. That's your gimmick. I jumped over that. I think it was the end of the stage. Yeah, it's meant to be like his main base at the very least. I don't know if it's like where he's from personally. I guess he's just from the city. Like, that's the weird thing about Eggman is he's just like a guy. Like, we know him as this villain because, you know, he's trying to take over the world now, but Um, prior, he was just a scientist. He's, you know, he had to go to school. There's like at least he got a doctorate. Someone certified him. So. I was watching, because I showed Tito this, because it's a classic meme. Even though I acknowledge several of its faults on a more technical level. Or a more narrative level. I showed him the Sonic OVA English dub. Because the whole thing's been on YouTube for like 12 years now. So I've seen it several times over on this shitty YouTube port of the Sonic OVA. But I love it. It's such a funny movie, and it's cool. Like, Metal is such a great like threat in that movie, and they really nail something feeling like unstoppable with Metal in it, because they make Sonic seem so cool and unstoppable. And then Metal, like, he like never beats Metal in the movie, really. It's the team of him and Tails working together. With like Tails tampering with Metal's software that allows him to even like start beating Metal. And it's like kind of this slugfest that causes Metal to ultimately lose, and the fact that he willingly lets himself die. But the best thing about that fucking movie, beyond the animation, is the absurd, silly voices that Sonic and Tails have. Knuckles is like, okay, that's not what I think Knuckles sounds like, but it's not unbearable, you know? And I would argue neither are Sonic and Tails' voices. But they are not what you would think Sonic would sound like.
Sonic, I'm afraid of lightning!
That's what Tails sounds like. And then Sonic's like, I know everything you're gonna do, but that won't help you, because you know everything I'm gonna do. Strange. What the? I did the quote wrong, but you may know everything I'm gonna do, but that won't help you, because I know everything you're gonna do. Strange, isn't it? It's like such an iconic quote, and he just straight up sounds like that. Like, I've practiced that impression because of that sound bit, like that scene. And it's a weirdly good quote too. Like, it's kind of cheesy, but like that entire movie's dialogue is cheesy. But I love that fucking movie, maybe more than it deserves. I think it's one of those you had to be like a Sonic kid to kind of appreciate this things. Boss. This stage is so fucking big. Take your time. I wonder if this is supposed to be the water. Like, is chemical plant water like a reference to this zone? Give me a bubble. Like, is this like a repeated motif of like what Eggman's chemical spills look like? It is interesting that both games have like pink water. Pinkish purple. See, the thing is, Sonic 1, I feel like should have been better. Level design wise, or at least it shouldn't bother me. because it's so secret driven. It's so like, ooh, look at that wall. What's up with that? Then when the zones like this are so miserable and lengthy and obnoxious, what it does is instead of incentivizing you to like explore and look around and like try to pick up speedrunning tactics, what it instead makes me do is want to rush through it to get through it as fast as possible. Which is the opposite of how the gameplay is meant to be played. And in a way, because the early zones are so forgiving, when the game stops being forgiving, it becomes very frustrating suddenly. I do kind of like the green rings, though. I find them funny. A real uncooked onion ring kind of energy sometimes. Not that uncooked. Uncooked. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh my fucking god. Come on. Hit the damn... I'm just gonna die here. Like... Eggman is the human version of Bowser. I think that's not 100% accurate. Bowser's a little weird as a character because he's sort of one of those, like, he's a fluctuating archetype almost, and he's a bit of a character now, I'll say. But for a long time he was like this weird abstract archetype of like big bad monster wants the princess, yada yada. He's like, you know, he's the dragon at the end of the storybook. He's kind of turtley, which is kind of funny. Which I assume that was more just because they wanted like turtles to be the enemy, and then he's like, oh, he's the king of the turtle monsters. So he's probably a turtle himself, but they still wanted him to be like the dragon at the end of the fairy tale, you know? It didn't make a bubble. That's so goddamn cruel. Like, I'm genuinely not 100% certain what it wants me to... God damn it. Here, can I do this at least? Alternate pathway? I'm trying to think of what to talk about at this point, other than just suffering in Scrap Brain Zone. It's such a shame that there isn't like a real third Scrap Brain Zone act. They must have known Labyrinth Zone sucked. You can't design this as like a troll sequence. And I've been like, oh, but people love the water level. What they wanted was more water level. Fucking, I thought I had more frames of invisibility. Think about it. For some reason, Dragon, like the whole like, yeah, dragons capture princess archetype, it is a weird cliche. I think the idea, if I were to hazard a guess, and this is not like, I'm not basing this on like any knowledge of the subject, really. But if I just had to guess, it's because the princess is covered in jewels and like a crown and all that. And it threatens the king to give up money. Because that's what the dragons are after, you know? Like, that's what it's like, that's the cliche is... What the fuck am I supposed to do? If it doesn't give me bubbles, how am I supposed to handle it? Like, in my opinion, the hypothetical purpose of the bubbles mechanic, right, the air bubble system is to encourage you to play quickly, right? And it gives you a way to play patiently, but like, I'm going to snap my controller in half. Got one more continue. God damn it. Give me fucking... You know, a princess in a fairy tale also represents the idea of fucking wealth. It's like a rich person is inherently valuable. And you know, the princess is just like a, you know, it creates a perfect happy ending of like the knight saves the princess, yada yada. So it's like, it's just, you pick monarchy, pick a monarch or whatever. And you know, there's this kind of like, God damn it. Why don't I get the ring? I hate... Jump! I'm losing my fucking mind. The other path was easier. The normal path? Why the fuck is... I'm... Okay, now I'm doing this to myself. This path is way harder than the last one was. Like, I got through most of the zone last time. Why are the bubbles so slow in this level? That's also, like, messing with me, is they were not this slow in normal Labyrinth Zone. At least I get the music still, you know? It's about the little things when you're being tormented by Labyrinth Zone. Fake out bubbles are also really dumb. Okay, cool. I didn't know. I thought I was just going to die there. I thought I was going to be crushed, but it seems to have had enough mercy. Give you a mechanic to react to it. Because, like, this shit requires patience. You cannot speed blitz through these fucking jumps. God damn it. Give me... Why can I be immune to my own health system? What hit? Oh, there's rings. There's fucking spikes there. I didn't even see the spikes. They blend in with the stupid scenery. The rings. Give me the thing. Quick, because it's going to start doing boom, 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 boom. Give me the bubble. Give me the fucking bubble. Is it glitched? Oh, okay. Oh, it's chugging. It is fucking chugging here. Okay. Oh god, and because you get no rings in the final zone, you have to do this one. Okay. I got the spin dash in. Endurance round. Okay. Survivability is more important than the hit is, honestly. Because, you know, if you survive enough rounds, you'll get the hit eventually. Like that. Hey, and we did it. Okay, this is a perfect way to end the stream. We did it. This is not me playing. So yeah, we're one Sonic game down, and this is I would argue the hardest of the early Sonic games. And I like I said, I mentioned this earlier that I knew I could beat Sonic 1. I have beaten it. Final Zone is just the boss, yeah, and you have to do it with no rings. I do want to get Super Sonic in one of the games. Oh, there's that whole mechanic I didn't even interact with, the whole like bar mechanic. Yeah, I know there's two endings, but I'm not going to go for the second one because it's you know, I got as much emeralds as I could. I'll probably get Super Sonic in Sonic 2. Because I'm pretty familiar with that game because of the mobile port. Oh, there's an entire fling mechanic I didn't even try really there. I'll let the credits play out before I end the stream. And I think I'll do Sonic 2, maybe not tomorrow, but like, you know, next stream. Or maybe I'll do Sonic CD next. Which ending is the canon one in Sonic 1? Considering Eggman doesn't have the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 2. Yeah, this shows you all the Chaos Emeralds you missed. He juggles them. So considering he doesn't have these emeralds, in the next game, you know, it makes us assume he did not get the Chaos Emeralds. Whatever.